Kia ora. Today is Monday of the 32nd week in Ordinary Time. Ko te rongo pai ngā hatoruka, the Gospel according to St. Luke. Jesus said to his disciples, obstacles are sure to come, but alas for the one who provides them. It would be better for them to be thrown into the sea with a millstone tied around their neck than that they should lead astray any one of these little ones. Watch yourselves. If your brother does something wrong, rebuke him, and if he is sorry, forgive him. And if he wrongs you 7 times, and 7 times a day he comes back to you and says, I am sorry, then you must forgive him. The apostle said to the Lord, increase our faith. And the Lord replied, were your faith the size of a mustard seed, you could say to this mulberry tree, get up, be upplanted, and go to the sea, and it would obey you. Ko te rongo pai a te ariki, the Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. In today's Gospel, we are presented with a few ideas. Firstly, Jesus tells his disciples, if your brother sins, rebuke him. Secondly, to forgive others beyond measure, not once, not twice, but 7 times. We are to forgive others over and over again. And finally, to have faith. The first point, Jesus says to his disciples, if your brother sins, rebuke him. Express your disapproval and critique your brother of the sin. Now, I don't know what it's like to grow up with a brother, but I do know what it's like to grow up with 4 sisters. They would not hesitate to openly express their disapproval about what was not good for me. And as a sister, I would do the same because I love and care for them. Jesus calls us in our family to look to our brother, to our sister today, with love and care, to lead them, to make the right call to holiness. We are to point out sin in the hope that it will help them to change. The second point is we are to show mercy and forgiveness. When one of our brother or sister has acknowledged their wrongdoing, Jesus says we are to forgive them. As a teacher, I see our children do this often. They're out in the playground and one child comes running to me saying, Miss, he's being mean to me. And I bring the young boy over and he says, sorry, and they go off and they play. Then another child comes over to me and says, Miss, he's not playing nice. And I turn and I see it's the same young boy. Okay, so I think, let's try this again. He says sorry, and they run off and play. Now, I don't know if the young boy is going to be back or how many times he will say sorry before he realizes that what he's doing isn't very nice. But the thing is, that's not up to me. It's up to the young boy, his own realization of his actions and words. Jesus asks us to be forgiving of our brother and sister over and over again and to move on. Let that person grow in understanding themselves of what is right and of God's love and mercy. And the last point is to have faith. The disciples asked Jesus to increase their faith. And the simple truth is, faith isn't increased by others, not even by Jesus. You either have it or you don't. Jesus says, if you had faith as small as a mustard seed, you would say to the mulberry tree, be uprooted and planted in the sea, and it will obey you. Does it matter how much or how big our faith is? No. Imagine that mustard seed, the smallest of all seeds. what great wonders it does. To have faith as small as that. It's clear to see that with faith, you either have it or you don't. Faith is not given to us. Faith is in us. We become aware of our faith when we grow in relationship with God and in relationship with others. Today, be honest to your brother or sister with love. Show forgiveness beyond measure and see how your faith will move mountains. God bless.